let's count how much Timothy had to drink tonight. 1, 2, 3 Moscow Mules, 1 Red Bull whiskey, and a whole energy coffee that I chugged. And I could have sworn I had another drink after that, but I don't remember. Oh, that's when I started chugging waters because I knew I needed waters. But guess what? Your girl's the baddest bitch. She didn't pay for shit. Guess what, niggas? I increased my cup size. Sorry, let me cover my pussy because I'm butt ass naked on my lower half. So there we go. I thought I was a 34D, but considering that every time you've seen me, I have been bedridden usually. And also all the nights where I do go out. Let's just say your girl gained some weight. Am I happy about it? Hell yeah, I'm happy about it. Because it means I'm all chalked up and fucking chock full for the winter, baby. I'm not going to be out here shivering and dying the second it dips below 60 degrees. I'm going to be fucking hulked up, nigga. Chunky. Like a sexy little chunky fat cat that's fed too many cans of high-end tuna. Like a little fat-ass Ohio farm cat. That makes me sad. Don't remind me. That's something that 6'6" guy used to say. Don't remind me of him. He's a loser. Fuck that nigga. He's lame as fuck. He's such a loser. What was I saying? I had a lot to drink. Wait, hold on 1 second. I have a down time payment and I need cash now. Call J. Call JG Raymond. Fuck you. 877 cash now. I have a small time settlement and I need cash now. Call JG Whitworth. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I need to take off my bra. How we doing, bad bitches? I'm so fucking gay. I'm awesome. I flirted with so many hot women. I was so close to asking them to make out, but I respect myself too much to allow myself to make out with cute, sexy women at the bar. Let's sum up my evening as much as I can because there's a chance I won't remember it and there's a chance I'm going to be bedridden on my floor. So, for those who have been here a while, do you remember that comedian I made out with last summer? I forgot that happened. Let's just say he came back into town with his girlfriend. Am I on good terms with his girl? Let's not talk about it. Let's just say as of now, I had to remind myself, I'll put it this way, I'm the type of person where it's like, on the off chance that they're gonna piss me off, get really sexy. Because nothing pisses off the ops more like being sexy. But on the off chance that they're actually gonna be friendly and sweet to me, let's get sexy anyway. Because I have an easier time bonding with people when I'm fucking cute. Because privilege helps people cut through the autism. People don't care about your autism if you got big tits. You could say and do whatever. They don't give a fuck. And considering I went from a 34D to a 36D cup recently, which is like I still got a tiny ass waist. It's like your girl was a little too powerful tonight. I had so many drinks and I didn't pay for a single fucking one of them. Let's just say I had a Moscow Mule and my social ass was out here walking up to vaguely Latino looking men, and I was like, Mr. Dominguez, what Latino are you? And he laughed his ass off and he's like, I'm Mexican. And I was like, that's great. Hell yeah. And I walked off before you even finished the sentence. I was making all sorts of conversation. I was having a great time. And then eventually, the comedian who I made out with before, he saw me. And I like, how do I put this? Disrespect for him for many reasons, but he is someone where he has increased my reputation. Before he left, he just decided to say something that very much increased my reputation amongst everybody, which I very much am grateful for him for doing. And he saw me tonight, and I'm not gonna. Do I want to say something problematic? I won't say anything too problematic, other than this is a guy who had, before he got with his current girlfriend, repeated how badly he wanted me and him to date. It's a shame that we were both too insane. But even then, it's like, you're broken stuff, and obese, and a dick, and a porn addict, and you used to be an addict to a bunch of things. And let's not talk about why am I dragging this nigga? But it's like, it's true. It's like, I have standards, believe it or not. Like, it's like, I'm okay with dating a fat nigga, but it's like, you can't be too fat, and he was too fat. And there's like, I have standards. But either way, sorry. Let's just say the comedian saw me tonight and he gave a look that definitely was like, I ain't gonna say much. But he definitely was. He gave me a look that was so fucking funny, and it was like he stared me down, and he was like, "God damn, hello, hey Tam, how you doing tonight? God damn, what the fuck, hello," and he hugs me, and he was like hugging for dear life, and he was like, "What's up, baby?" And I was like, "Hey, what's up, fam? How y'all doing? How you living?" He gave me 2 hugs. That was nice. He was nice. Now, do I want to? I'm not gonna read too much into it because I'm not gonna. All I'll say is he got his current girlfriend by cheating on his last girlfriend. Rumor has it, but it's okay. I'm not saying that to talk shit. That's just a fact. That's just me sharing facts about the dude. I ain't saying much, but I will say a reason I did not like his girlfriend is because she seemingly at some point when she thought there was reasons not to like me because she's a stupid bitch, she said something on stage I didn't appreciate. Let's not remind myself of that, but she said something about me allegedly. Like she said some sneaky shit where it was like, that seems like it's about me, bitch. And it's like, I'm just saying, you better like, I don't know. And she has a aura of fear that's like subtle. I'll put it this way. I have more male friends than women friends for a lot of fucking reasons, but I have to say it. I'm very used to women being afraid of me, which is sad because it's like I want women friends, but they're afraid of me because it's like, Tamir, you have big tits and sparkly fashion and you might fuck my man. It's like, I'm not gonna fuck your man, I think. I don't like to fuck people. I've only fucked like, anytime I fucked someone's man, I didn't know they had a man. Excluding like 2 times, and we aren't talking about that. Because one time was like a decade ago when I was like fucking 14, 15. Ew. Lame ass toffee. And the other time, money was involved. And it's like, even then, I did not know the wife existed at first. I continued because it's like, yeah, I want the money. And fuck it, wives usually never leave. If you're wondering how that situation ends, don't fucking ask me. I will not talk about it in this video. Do not make me want to kill myself. It's been a good night. But yeah, fuck that nigga. And if you're wondering, yes, I told the wife eventually. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. So tonight, what was I saying? I saw the comedian. He hugged me and gave me a look that was just like, I'm not saying like nothing worth telling a girlfriend about, but something worth being like, alright, well, he sees something that he likes. Okay, respect to him. Let's see. I had like 2 Moscow mules, so and all went to the bars together after some like fucking cool comedy shows and performances we watched. And in the city, it was funny. Like, this guy was about to start around a pool, and he was gonna play pool by himself. And I told him, I was like, I don't know how to play pool, but do you want me to play with you? Like, I don't know any of the rules, or like I don't know anything like that. All I know is like I barely even know how to hit a ball. But if you want, I can play with you. If it's better than playing alone. And he must have not heard me, or he was just a brain dead idiot leaning to the latter. He was like, yeah. So guess what? Like, everybody watched as I totally fucked up. I fucked up pool in a way that I didn't even know was possible. To the point where the comedian nigga who I made out with before, he was like, baby, what the fuck are you doing? Like, hold the pool cue like a pencil. And I would hold it like this. And he's like, that's not how you hold a pencil. And I hold it like this. And he's like, that's not how you hold a pencil. And I just kept changing the way I was holding it. And I was like, how the fuck? Like this? And he's like, that's not how you hold it. Excuse me. And that, I gave this man heart palpitations from how hard I was pissing him off. Because it's like, and I kept trying to speak, but I couldn't breathe because I was laughing too hard. And I forget to breathe anytime I talk, which is why I'm usually out of breath. Because I forget I have to breathe. But I pissed off so many people that evening. They were like, Tamia, hold it like... I didn't know how to tell them, nigga, I don't hold pencils like that. I am chronically online. I text. I can't remember, like, I don't hold... It's like... They were like, hold the fucking pool cue like a pencil. I'd be like this. They'd be like, that's not how you hold a fucking pencil. And then eventually, comedian guy, he just gestured to my other comedy buddy. He was like, she knows what the fuck I'm saying. She's just playing dumb for some fucking reason. I'm going with this shit. Fuck this. And he raged. And eventually the old guy who I was playing with in the first place, he was not patient. And then he just started fucking doing dumb shit. And eventually I just kind of was like, you know what, fuck this. I kind of like I put my pool cue on a table in a way that blocked all the holes, just to be rude, and just to stop him from being able to, because he just started playing by himself while saying shitty snarky comments my direction. So I just was like, all right, I'm gonna be rude. I don't, since you're not playing a game by its fucking rules, I don't have to either. I'm not gonna play the game at all. I put the pool cue and blocked like half the fucking holes on the fucking thing. He was like, hey, move your pool cue. I said, you move it. You're the one who's playing. And I pissed that nigga off. I had a lot of fun. I saw this one nigga who I flirted with before who's gay or bisexual, and he had this girl that was hot. Oh, she was fine as fuck. I'm not usually into Asian women. I think she was like Filipino or something. And when, like, she could have been Mexican, she could have been Asian. Usually, fair chance that's a Filipino person. But she was cute. She had the apple cheeks and they were rosy with a highlighter. And it was like, do you know how funny it is to see a nigga that you thought was, like, gay? Like, canoodled up, like big spooning, holding a girl from behind. And it's like, wow, not only did I not know that you went for women, but Asian women, and also women who have like, who look like she does. Because she had a specific look to her that I don't know how to explain. Like, in the least shady way I can say it, imagine like sexy Annabelle doll, but Filipino, and it's like fuck with like good makeup. It's like fuck yeah, girl, you got that Fenty Beauty expensive shit on, and if it's cheap shit, you know what, you make it look expensive. Holla, she was fine as fuck. My dick got hard. I try not to compare myself to other people, but honestly, ever since I've been meeting more people who believe in rating systems, and also because I have a lot of shit that comes my way with women, whenever they're insecure, I'm gonna fuck their niggas. And like, I don't, it's like, I don't know, there was mental math in my head going on that I knew should not have been going on. I was like, okay, there's that one gay nigga who I thought was gay, who I flirted with before and even messaged recently, and he responded, but it's like, I wouldn't say he responded flirty, but it's like, I ain't saying shit. This, because it's like, I can't say he responded flirty, but it's like, I'm not gonna say it was anything I feel like I need to tell a girlfriend about. It was just me, like, I just messaged the gay nigga recently. I was like, what the fuck? I saw in a photo that your eyes are blue. When the fuck have your eyes been blue? And I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, they've been blue for a while, yeah. And I said, change them to hazel now. And he was like, fuck no, ew. And I said, I can settle for green. And he said, I can forward your complaints to HR. God damn it, excuse me, I'm sorry. It's very rare for, like, Jesus, I drank a lot tonight. But yeah, like, this nigga. Yeah, nothing worth telling a girlfriend about. Nothing that I think would raise concerns, but I don't know. Maybe it's because if I were a man dating a gorgeous woman, I would simply ignore other gorgeous women contacting me, even if I thought they were platonic. I don't know, but then again, I'm me. When a fine ass nigga talks to me, I will talk to five other fine niggas. But that's cause I'm me. That's cause I don't hold myself off. If you're a man trying to date one sexy ass Filipino bad bitch monogamously, do not try to like stay away from girls like Timidity. Cause it's like, why are you talking to me? But at the same time, I appreciate you responding to me. There's nothing to say other than okay. It's just being a friendly platonic friend. God bless. Sorry. Also, if you're like to me, you're doing Pulp Fiction style storytelling again. You're jumping all over the place. Okay, I'll get back on track. So I had several Moscow mules. I fucked up playing pool, and then I just started boogieing and shit at the bar as everyone else was talking and having fun. I still enjoyed myself. This one dude I was talking to on Hinge, he kept like I let him know at around like 9:30. I was like, guess what? I'm gonna be at this bar in the city. Here's the address. Meet me there if you'd like. This guy was a fucking idiot, let's say. So he didn't get to meet me, but it's okay. That's his fucking fault. But anyone else, like, it was great. I got to see the comedy dude who I made out with last summer, who left to Texas at some point, his girlfriend, and me and her got to have an actual conversation. I don't think we've ever had an actual conversation, but it was sweet. We hugged, she talked, we socialized. It was nice. Like, it's kind of weird to be able to say that we had like a solid, like, what, 5 minutes or less of conversation, and that's the longest amount of conversation we've had. But before, she was a bitch, and also, like, fuck her, and she's also stupid as fuck. uh I don't know, she's like, you ever meet someone and you're like, I know you have autism, but you don't know you have autism? And I think she has autism, and maybe and she's got like, there's people who have autism who I like and people who have autism that I don't like, and she is sadly the latter. But you know what, like, hey, you know what, fuck it. Fuck that bitch. And also, she's not funny. Is she cute? Debatable. She has nice eyes. She's a 6 out of 10. 5. No, she's a 5. Yeah, she's a 5. I'm sorry. I can't picture her ever being a 7. Every time she sees me, she gets a little intimidated, and it makes fucking sense, and her man still wants me. But that's okay. Who gives a fuck? Her man wants everybody. Like, Jesus. I'm surprised. I'm gonna talk shit. I'm surprised they lasted this long. Because it's like, she got him from cheating. And like even like before they got together, when he had a whole different girlfriend, the girlfriend who he then cheated on to get with her, he was still flirting with me and trying to hype up like, "Ooh, if you were less crazy and I were less crazy, we would make an amazing couple, match made in heaven, blah blah blah, so beautiful, so gorgeous, da 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 da, dream girl type shit." Do I want that nigga? No, he's poor and he's fat, but is he nice? Yeah, sure, to an extent. You know, he's the right amount of asshole, but right amount of fun, and like I'll say it like that. But I don't know how to. Sorry, I'm very drunk. I'll say it like this: I have more male friends than women, and I would like to change that. But I'm very used to women having issues with me. That ironically, it went from just me being like an autistic chick who just so happens to suffer from like insecure women constantly being afraid that I'm gonna fuck their boyfriends, to now, ironically, in my head, anytime I meet a woman, there's, unless she's like bi curious or something, there's usually something in my body that's just like, cis straight woman. Or like, and this time it was a little awkward because it's like, oh look, it's a gay guy who I kind of knew was still into women, who rejected me, or like didn't fully reject me. It seemed like they were interested in me at some point, but didn't follow through because they thought I was fucking crazy, which I am. It's fine. And now I'm here and I'm watching them canoodle with an extremely hot woman, and in my brain I'm comparing, is she better than me? And it's like, no, we are both extremely hot, sexy women. Be normal. And it's like, hell yeah. And I thought, she gets my fucking dick hard. Like the first thing that came out of my mouth was like when the gay guy was like, oh hey, like Tam, this is my girlfriend. I said, you're so fucking sexy. God damn. And she was like, thank you. She was like, oh fuck, thank you. I think she was like, what the fuck. Excuse me again. But and then on top of that, then time went on, and there was fucking, who else was it? Oh yeah, and then there was the comedy guy who I made out with, his girlfriend who I made conversation with, because I'm the type of person where if it's like, if you're a cis straight woman and you think your man wants me, I'm gonna talk to you more out of courtesy, and also because it's good to, like, you deserve conversation as well. Just because I get along better with men doesn't mean I'm gonna talk to only the men. It's like, no, thank you. I think women, like, yeah. So I talked to her. I don't even remember what we talked about. All I know is like, oh yeah, she told me a little bit about how it's going in Austin, a little bit about this, and that. It's like, nothing special, but basic conversation. Hell yeah. But you know what? The 5 minutes was enough, and she seemed at ease, and we hugged, and that was an interesting thing, cause like there's a part of my brain that's like, that's that one bitch who talks shit on stage. But then it was still an overwhelming, like, yay, I'm drunk and this is a girl. Let's talk to a lady and let's blah 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 blah. Because last time we all met was like their going away party, and me, her, and him were all on good terms back then, and it was a very sweet. And she, like, I think at that party she kind of realized like, oh, Tam isn't a fucking cunt. She's very sweet. She's helping me light candles without me even asking, and she's writing in all these funny jokes into the bucket pool that we're gonna do as a fun little game for the event. And like, I think she kind of realized that she was being fucking shitty, fucking stupid, fucking cunt to me unnecessarily. God bless her soul. And as long as she realized it. But yeah. And also, even then after that, she was still kind of like a consistent, like, ooh, I'm afraid Tam could fuck my nigga. Could I? Absolutely. I'm still sure. No offense, tonight kind of confirmed that. Like even at some point tonight, when he was away from her, but just hanging around all the dudes, like, also, for example, I know I kind of nickname a bunch of these people the same. My comedy buddy was with me. The one who I talk about in almost every video. Comedy dude who I made out with, and then gay nigga, were all sitting at a table, and I came back from the bathrooms, and my comedy buddy, friendly old man, he was like, hey, we're all thinking about going to, like, this bar next, but we're all debating on which bar, blah, 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 blah. And then the comedy nigga who I made out with, who went to Texas, he was like, yeah, we're considering bouncing to blah, 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 blah. And I said, I can't hear you. Where are you bouncing to? And he just didn't respond. And I said, where are you bouncing to? And he just straight up responded. He said, I can't hear you over the sound of your massive tits. Like, holy fucking shit, woman. and I just started aggressively bouncing, like, where are you fucking bouncing to? to try to get his attention. Everyone laughed. It was a fun time. But that's one of those moments where, like, would he have made that joke around his girlfriend? Because his girlfriend doesn't even like when he hugs me, seemingly. So, like, God bless. I understand, though. But yeah, what else? I did a lot this evening. One second. Whew. Oh, God, I'm so drunk. I'll say it like this. We all had fun talking. I made conversation with these German dudes at a table, and I approached them, and because I noticed them watching me play pool and dance and stuff, and I was like, "Can I ask what race are you? Because from a distance, I thought you were Vietnamese." And this guy said, "I am German," and it was just these two German dudes, Dominique and Franks or Francis. I think it was Franks. Yeah, Franks. Dominique and Franks, two German dudes, were just visiting the West Coast, and they were like, "Hey, like, yeah, tell us about the air." And I gave them my social media and this, and that, and it was a lot of fun. They were sweet fellas. Ooh, let's see. I tried, and then everything just kind of happened so fast. Next thing you know, I told them we were gonna meet at this bar, but then I went to this one bar that I'm very popular at. I was like, hey, let's stop in and see if our like usual bartender buddies are there. And guess what? My favorite bartender, Jesus, was there, and Jesus has a massive crush on me. And he was so ecstatic when we walked in that he gave us free drinks immediately. He was like, I want to give you a free drink. What do you want? And he gave my buddy a non alcoholic beer because my buddy requested it. And I got myself a Red Bull whiskey. And we had fun. And then we all got to talking. And like I danced a little bit. They had a DJ there. I was grooving. Time passed. And then eventually, like as we were heading to like this one really nice bar, or not nice. It was like a small. It was actually a shitty ass bar. Now that I think about it, we went there. We met up with comedy dude I made out with and his girlfriend. And but wait, now I remember. Comedy dude who I made out with stopped by my favorite bar, the place where I got the free drinks at, and he was like, "Hey, just so you know, I'm going to this cheesesteak shop, but I'll see y'all at the other location in a second." We were like, "Cool." We went to the other location. It was his mid ass girlfriend there, and she was awkward as fucking usual, and not in a fun way. And like her friends from high school, and it was mid. And then next thing you know, I just kind of was like, oh, eh, not my vibe. And you know what saved me? A big group of like, okay, so also I forgot some necessary details. Let's say at the very first bar we were at, gay guy's girlfriend, the hottest fuck Filipino woman, and then this other girl who we can call Lilac. Sexy as fuck. I've always had a huge crush on Lilac. She's like this I think she's Mexican and mixed with Irish. She's a fucking type. She's my exact type. I would eat her pussy any fucking day. She knows she can have me. I need. Oh, I would love to sexually. Any day she wants. On my face. Does it? She could come back home from the gym. She could like. I'm just saying. If she, I don't give a fuck what condition it is in. Sit on my face, please. Oh, I would die a happy man. Woman! Yeah, girl. Ooh, I can't breathe. She could stop me from breathing. I love her thighs. I love her body. She was so happy to see me. It's so funny. I haven't talked to Lilac in an entire year. Funny enough, we dropped contact around my birthday last year because she didn't wish me a happy birthday, and also other things that were just slightly off color. But she was one of my biggest supporters. She loved me. It broke my heart when I had to block her. And then I did, I mean, I plead the fifth. I won't say what I did next. But let's just say, we dropped contact for a year, but she was ecstatic to see me tonight. And if not for the alcohol I had in my system, I probably would have not entertained anything with her. Actually, now that I think about it, I had 3 Moscow mules. Fuck, I had a lot to drink. How many? Damn, I had like 3 Moscow mules by the time I saw her. No wonder, and a fucking huge chugged drink of caffeine. No wonder I was so relaxed. Otherwise, I probably would have not spoken a single bit to her and not made eye contact. But since I was so crunk, we were like, "Hey, girl," and we hugged, and it was so cute. She was sweet. She talked to me. She said she's bi curious. Also, it's fun. She's single now. God bless. She's fine as fuck. It was so nice to see her. Also, good to know she doesn't hold a grudge after I basically called her a cunt on one of my social medias. But whatever, God bless her soul. It was a long time ago, and a whole year has passed. It's fine. More than a year. God bless. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, fast forward. So anyway, as I was saying, at the third bar of the evening, it's like it was this shitty shithole. Let's call Leslie's, a bar called Leslie's, fake name, obviously. As we were sitting at Leslie's, it was me, my old comedy buddy, and the Texas comedian dude who I made out with before, his fucking mid ass, boring ass, autistic girlfriend, and her shitty friends. Mid friends. Friendly, but eh. And let's just say, I was like, this shit is boring. I wish I went with Lilac and her other friends to karaoke. But you know what happened? I guess they knew which location we'd be at because she was walking down the street with the sexy Filipino girl, and she was like, "Oh my god, Tam, come with us!" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And she said, "We're going to Bow Bow's, the karaoke lounge." And so we all went to fucking Bow Bow's. And on the way to Bow Bow's, we walked by my favorite fucking strip club, dude. My favorite fucking strip club. The house mom recognized me. She was like, "Oh my god, Tam, I remember you. You used to come every single Monday and spend that overtime check. Yeah, yeah. How you doing, girl?" And she said she wanted to invite me inside so that she could introduce me to a comedian. Blah 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 blah. But I was like, "Oh yeah, we're all on the way to Bow Bow's and all that." So we went to Bow Bow's, and when I went to Bow Bow's, funny enough, I saw the German dudes, Dominique and Franks, again, and we had fun conversation, and it was lovely. It was fun. It was nice talking to them. Very sweet. They were super happy to see me, and like it was really fun. I felt a little bad that I didn't give like that. We were supposed to meet at Leslie's, but then I kind of dipped to Bow Bow's. But I'm glad that they saw me on the way, like on the way to their fucking hotel or whatever. That they met me at Bow Bow's. So hell yeah. And that was fun. They left, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna head back to Leslie's to head back to my ride home. But you know what happened? Funny enough, I went to my favorite strip club, and I just decided, hey, I want to talk to the house mom. They let me in. I got to see the house mom, and also they had some gorgeous new girls working there, like supermodel types. Like holy fucking shit, like fucking X-Men Emma Frost looking beauties in there. It was crazy. Like they got some Psylocke baddies. Ooh, crazy. Like superhuman. Like I'm talking mutants Marvel edition. Like hell yeah. But you know what, goddess? Like, I had a great. I went in, I talked to the house mom. The comedian she wanted to introduce me to was gone, but I was like, hey, just so you know, like, how would you feel about restarting that Monday night comedy showcase that we used to do every Monday? Except this time I'm a producer and I know a bunch of other producers who could be interested. She said, hell yeah, I'm down. She gave me her number. She gave it to me before, but I'm glad I have her, like, new updated one or whatever the fuck. And I got to see this one beautiful baddie dance some more, and then I left because I don't like the idea of watching strippers dance for free. It feels gross. I like the idea, like, I don't like to watch, like, as much as I love strippers, I don't want to watch strippers dance unless I'm throwing money because I feel like they deserve it. If they bring me happiness, they deserve some fucking money. Anyway, but I left. God bless them. And security didn't mind that I stayed just a little bit longer to watch this one baddie dance. I gotta get some more money. I'm gonna go there as soon as I can. But guess what? Then I went back to Leslie's, and there was Texas guy, his girlfriend, my comedy buddy, and we all had a good time, just chit chatting it up. Oh, also I learned that the Filipino girl, that the gay guy is dating, that she actually works at that strip club. I was like, oh shit, gay nigga dating a stripper? I wouldn't picture that. And a part of me admittedly thought, oh, what the fuck? He wouldn't date my crazy ass, but he date a stripper? Nothing's wrong with dating a stripper, but a part of me was just kind of like, damn, is my psychoticness so bad that he's just like, yeah, you know what? A timid stripper is better. I don't know. Fuck if I know, fuck if I care. I'm not saying this as if it was like in the forefront of my mind. I'm saying like a subconscious underlayer thought that I had that I eventually went, wait a minute, that's a sexy, gorgeous woman. I doubt she's doing extras. And you know what? His life is his life, and it doesn't matter because I wasn't even that interested in him before. It was just a fleeting little crush at some point, like half a year or more ago. Who gives a shit? And he's cut, like, come on now. I have better taste in men than that. But anyway, it turns out she was not even a stripper. She just works as, like, the cash register girl. I wonder if me and her have met before. I don't think so, but she's super pretty. God bless her soul. Fuck yeah, she gets my dick hard. Also, I'm trying to unlearn recent mindsets that I've developed because my previous mindset was most women, like, I don't see as competition, but because of recent events throughout this fucking year and the last year, there has been like a subconscious, like, ooh, other women see me as competition thing. It's probably because people brought to my attention that other women see me as competition. So now, whenever I get insulted by a woman, I kind of think to myself, I'm better looking than her. And now I have a habit of like comparing myself to women, which is not a habit that I want. But even then, sometimes, I don't know, I was in public recently wearing my beautiful silk fucking dress, backless and like like halter neck and everything, and I had fat bitches talking shit to their ugly ass 5 out of 10 boyfriends, like, oh my god, why would you even wear a dress where you can see the back rolls and everything? And it's like, bitch, you have more rolls all over your you look like the fucking Michelin man. You look like a fucking set of deflated tires stacked on top of each other. You ugly, stupid fucking hag. Never, like, it's like you are an insecure bitch, and you would look lovely if you wore a dress like mine, but since you have your insecurities, you're trying to shit on me because you know I look better than you. And that is a shame, because you could look just as gorgeous if you were confident enough and not a stupid fucking raging cunt. But you want to be a cunt, so that's not my fucking issue. Anyway, I like it when I get to think to myself, what a bad bitch. Too bad she's a cunt, and not, what an ugly fat fucking whore. You know what I mean? I'd rather think, like, you know. But yeah, funny enough, it is usually bitches who are 10 times fatter than me, trying to insult me for clothing I wear, like mocking me if I have a crop top or a backless dress or whatever. And it's like, bitch, you're just mad because you can't pull it off. Or even if we weighed the same, you'd still find a way to complain. But it's, guess what? I can pull it off because I'm beautiful, confident, and lovely. You can't because you are insecure and you would never even fucking try. And also because you're a lame ass mid ass bitch. Suck my dick. Anyway, god damn. I didn't mean to hit the 30-minute mark in this video, but whatever. So, continuing on with my evening. God bless. Oh, I'm so drunk. Fuck. I'm so horny, too. Oh, so I went back to Leslie's, and then that's when, like, at first it was just the awkward artistic girlfriend and just my comedy buddy, and I was like, boring. But, you know, conversation was still had. I updated them on what I was up to that evening. Then later on, like, Texas guy came and they made conversations. They were like, yeah, we've been on the road going to Minnesota getting $350 just for a showcase alone, da 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 da. And I was happy for them. I was. Even though, I will admit, am I a hater? Of course I am. I'm sort of like, do I want to admit it on camera? I'll say it like this. Do I want bad things to happen in their relationship? Yes and no. Leaning to no. But it's like a subconscious thing in my mind where it's like, something is satisfying about someone losing them how they got them. And she got him from cheating. But if they are truly soulmates and they end up getting married and having a happy, beautiful life together, sure. But I hold grudges. I remember the shit she said vaguely in my direction on stage, which I do not want to repeat, but I did not like it. And let's not remind myself of it before I fucking start punching walls and shit. Not like I do that. Not like I could. I'm bony as fuck, but you get what I mean. But then it's like, I'll put it this way. Once she said something that seemed like it was alluding to, like, slut shaming and talking shit about me on stage. So I can't help but feel a little bit of joy when her boyfriend starts staring at my body in awe a little bit too much, or complimenting my tits, or saying this or doing that. Because it's like, yeah, girl, I know you're just insecure because you're mad, because you know I could snatch him up if I wanted to. I'm choosing not to. So, like, let's be nice to me. Let's be nice to Tam. Because you will be shocked how my morals can slip away with a certain level of disgusting rage in my system. And you don't want to know what I can do you? Exactly. So let's be happy. Let's be nice to me. And she was nice to me tonight. Mostly. But yeah, stupid fucking cunt. Fuck her. She's ugly anyway. She isn't very cute. But, you know, whatever. Time went on. The evening went well. Next thing you know, it was Texas guy, his girlfriend, autistic, and then my comedy buddy all talking. And I was a little too tipsy to talk, and I thought to myself, I'm fucking bored. So I walked down the street to my favorite fucking local bar in that city. And then the bartender, still, Jesus, he still had a fucking massive crush on me. He hugged me every single time I stepped in the room and out of the room. So when I got in that room, I was tipsy as fuck, and they were playing some good ass funk music. I started jamming for like 30 minutes to a fucking hour, just endless jamming, like fucking belly dancing to funk music, shaking my hips, doing the hustle, having so much fun. Eventually this white guy joined in, and I was having so much fun that the bartender himself, he had to tell me, he was like, thank you so much for deciding to stop in tonight to check if anyone you knew was here, because of you doing that, I am so fucking happy. And like my night wouldn't have been the same if it wasn't for you here. And people were watching me dance, like having a great time. They were turning up themselves, or they were just watching and smiling and laughing and amused because it's like, hey, fuck yeah, that chick is jamming hard as fuck by herself in this dive bar. But yeah, I was fucking turned. I was turning the fuck up. I was like, I got all the caffeine and alcohol. I don't give a fuck about human perception. I'm gonna vibe. It's a good ass day. I'm wearing orange and like beautiful jewelry because of my sacral chakra. I'm having a great time. I got flirted with by, oh yeah, I forgot I also had a tequila soda. I got flirted with by so many sexy ass lesbian bad bitches. My dick is hard. It's hard as we speak. God bless. Woo! And like, I was turned. But yeah, the bartender was so fucking ecstatic, and he was watching me dance with the biggest smile on his face, and I was flirting my ass off. I was winking, shaking my hips, doing all sorts of wiggle, doing all sorts of like, I was doing that little hip bounce move that Beyonce does in the no 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 video, and in the check up on it video. I learned how to do that recently. It's so much fun, and I was having a blast. I was sexy as fuck, and your girl did her thing, and let's just say I got flirted with, and yeah. Woo-wee! And then eventually, I'll put it this way, the vibes were going good. This weird ass white dude approached me and like I convinced him to dance, and he's actually, it was so funny. I was like, you need to dance to open up your sacral chakra because you'll feel creative, you'll feel energized, and you'll have better sex, and I'm sure you want that. And he was like, shit, he was like, I'm gonna step then, and he did his fucking steps. This nigga was dancing so hard, I thought he was a professional salsa dancer. I couldn't fucking breathe, and then I was spinning around in a circle and shit. This nigga spun me around so many times I had to physically sit down because I was about to vomit. His buddy came over and killed the vibes. Let's just say I don't date black dudes, and before I get another month of people fucking blowing up my notifications like, why don't you date black dudes but you date gay guys? Shut the fuck up! It's cause I'm gay! Cause I'm a fuck, it's like, of course queer is gonna go for queer. Because it's like, I'll put it this way, if you don't want to get fucked in your ass, you don't want someone like me. If you're a gay nigga who still dates women, of course you'll date someone like me. Because I fuck niggas in their ass. I will do that. Do you want to know how many of my ex's buttholes I've seen? A lot of them. I'm not even kidding. I have. And it's nice. I'm just saying, if you don't want me to stick my dick in your ass, don't go for someone like me. If you want to comment like, you just can't handle a black king, no, you can't handle my dick in your asshole, and I'm gonna fucking pound it. Boom, 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 boom. My dick's hard. God damn. What the? I'm about to throw up. Oh, I almost actually threw up. Holy shit. Oh, you don't want to know what sounds have been coming out of my mouth for the last 30 seconds. Ah! My stomach is bloated. I'm about to throw up. I should take off my waist beads. My stomach is so fucking big right now. Not because I'm fat, but because it's like my body can't process alcohol and it's bloating like hell. Oh, God. But I will say, oh shit. Sorry. Breathe. Alright. Niggas, dog. So, anyway, let's just say the evening got killed. Like, or I was about to head home anyway, but a nigga fully had me set on not dancing for another song and going home because right after me and the white boy got done dancing and I was sitting down drinking water, and the white boy didn't know how to talk to me further. He was nervous. But his black friend came out of nowhere and was just like, oh, why were you dancing with him of all people? Like, that's weird. Why were you dancing with him? And I said, because he asked. He was like, that's weird. That's weird. She's like, shut the fuck up. Hater ass. I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm thinking. And then it was just like, as time went on, this fucking loot, like, this nigga, I remember I specifically said the words, by the way, if I seem quiet, it's because I might vomit in the next 30 seconds. This nigga did not remotely listen to me, and he just was like, Like, and he was like, "Oh, did you like? If you're gonna vomit, is it because I smell bad? Because you can tell me if I smell bad. I'm not the type of nigga to get insecure about that." I said, "No, no, not at all," and I just laughed it off. But then this nigga proceeded to say it like 11 to 15 more times, maybe even 17 more times. And at some point, it was just like it stopped being a joke and it started being more like this is a man who just reeks of insecurity and is just like, because imagine you're just vibing and you're making it clear like, no, I'm about to vomit because I've had too much to drink tonight and I'm just trying to digest my water. And then this nigga keeps going, well, I'm the type of, tell me if I stink, because like, what, you're about to vomit because I stink? You would just tell me if I stink. You ain't gotta lie. Just tell me if I stink. Just tell, because if I stink. And he just, imagine someone saying that and then adding 17 more times to it, insisting that you're lying and that they stink and that you're just not telling them. Anyway, and then he did more. Like, let's just say eventually I did puke a tiny bit and I spat it into my cup. This nigga stared at me and was like, "Why did you spit in your cup?" And I said, "Cause I just puked." And he was like, "Oh, cause I did smell like shit." And it was just like, "Shut the fuck up." And anyway, let's just say I left without saying goodbye. Oh, and also someone shat in the bathroom trash can, but that's not real. I was about to just go hide in the bathroom to like fucking cope with the evening, but and just like also because I had to piss. But then I went in there and it was like the most disgusting liquidy shit in the bath in the trash can of the bathroom, and it's like, nigga, the toilet is pristine and clean right there. Why would you go for the fucking toilet? What the fuck? I mean, why would you go for the fucking trash can? And I left and I said, the trash smells like shit. And I think I said, and so do you, goodbye. And I just left. And then on the ride home, I had to stop myself from throwing up a bunch of times, but I had fun. Oh, and if you're wondering, hey, Tamia, what about that guy you met on Hinge, the European dude? Who you messaged at 9:30 saying you would be down to meet up with. This man was such an idiot that he kept contacting me pretty much every fucking 30 minutes to an hour asking where I was, and I would say the exact address and say to pull up, and then he just kept rinsing and repeating until I got home, and then at 11:24 he was like, "Are you still up? Do you want to meet?" And I just said, "Nigga, too fucking like it's like, nigga, at 9:30, I said I will be at this specific bar in 20 minutes if you would like to meet. You want to know what happened? It's like, really? I want you to, so from 9:30 to like 10, 11, 12, 1, that's 4 fucking full entire hours. And it's like, that's like 8 separate times of this nigga asking me, like, oh, do you want to meet up? Where are you at? What are you up to? Oh, maybe I'll be able to meet. Oh, yeah, let's meet then. And then just choosing not to and rinsing and repeating. It's like a special level of stupid. But then again, this is the same guy who I've told multiple times I do not want a drink date and keeps trying to take me out for a drink date. And if like, to me, why won't you go on a drink date with this dude? Because I do. I actually hate alcohol. And if you're like, why do you hate alcohol? Because it makes me fucking bloat and feel like I need to throw up every 5 seconds. And like, and like, I'm just like, for a million fucking reasons. For a million fucking reasons, it makes me feel weird, nigga. And I'm only drinking around people who I feel like they can take me home safely without sexually abusing me. So I'm not gonna go. And also, it's like, if you're taking me on a date, I want to get to know you for you. I'm not trying to get drunk and then have you try to drag me back to your place. Rude for me. No, thank you. I'm gonna get drunk with homies who I know will bring me back home so I can safely make fucking 43 and 18-second long videos the second I get back home. God bless. Like, fuck you, fucking losers. Anyway. But yeah, and also the guy who off Hinge was a fucking idiot. Like, we almost had plans to, let's just say he's the type of idiot where you could be like, hey, let's meet at the a Coca Club, and it's going to be in this city. And instead of just, and you have to tell him 5 times, we are going to meet at a Coca Club in this city, and yet still the day of the date they'll be like, hey, I'm gonna meet you at a Coca Club in San Francisco. And it's like, nigga, there is, what the fuck? It's like, I told you for weeks, all week, 2 weeks even, that a Coca Club is not in San Francisco, it is in this city. And instead you want to do this fucking bullshit, you stupid fucking idiot. God damn you. And like, I don't like stupid people who can't follow directions and can't remember things, like stupid ass slow motherfuckers. And yeah, simply put, he's just, and I kept telling him, it's like, I don't like drinks. I only enjoy a drink when I'm having food, and even then, only like one. And he kept being like, yeah, yeah. Like, and guess what this nigga has kept asking me out to do? Drinks. And then on the single night where it's like, hey, guess what? I'm drinking. and in a safe environment where if you want, you can join me and we can have passive conversation over alcohol just for the sake of me being bored tonight and also wanting to fuck someone's mouth. And you want to know what this idiot did? Proceeded to not meet me and ask me every fucking 10 minutes to 30 minutes for 4 fucking hours, hey, what are you doing? What are you up to? Would you like to meet? What a fucking idiot. So he's stupid as fuck. I should probably block him soon. But yeah, anyway, I feel good, and I got home, and how am I feeling? I feel good. If you're wondering what the highlight of my night was, there's so many. I could easily say the highlight of my night was when Texas dude entered the building and then like was staring at me like, oh, like staring at me like, holy shit, that's the fucking sexiest woman I've ever seen. Did she get harder? Did her boobs get bigger? Like seeing it, like him seeing me like that, all covered in shea butter, and beautiful body oil. That was nice. I could have said the highlight of my evening was seeing Lilac after a year apart and having her hug me and talk to me excitedly and all that. But then conversation did get weird at some point when it's like, eh. But you know, she's a sweet girl, but fuck her, she's a stupid idiot. I don't know. Let's just say there was a part where she was talking to me about like how she got a store shirt that still had armpit stains on it, and so she was hoping that the jasmine oil in her hair would cover it up. And I said like, yeah, like I get you. Like hell, I didn't wash this shirt once recently, but you know what? I put on enough shea butter and body oil where I hope it covers up the scent too, and it seems like no one's noticed. And she had a weird fucking look on her face, and it's like, bitch, you're wearing someone else's sweat stains. This shirt I'm wearing doesn't even have sweat stains. You're wearing someone else's. How dare you judge me? And also, fuck you and your. Anyway, but she's hot. Do I forgive her for being hot? No. B minus. Like, she. I don't know. I'm one of those people where it's like you could be a little mean to me if you're thick, but I didn't get a good look at her ass tonight, so it's like but the lesbian based misogyny has not kicked in to her benefit, where it's like if you're thick, you can get away with being mean to me because I'll take it as a compliment. What the fuck? But I will say this: like it was lovely to see Violet. It was lovely flirting with her. It was lovely seeing her. But I'd say the highlight of my evening was like running down the street with. Oh wait, should I said her actual name? Well, fuck it. Her name was Lilac Violet, whatever you call her. It, seeing her was wonderful, but I'd say a highlight of my evening was when she scooped me up from the boring ass Leslie's bar, and me, her, and the Filipino girl and some other random hot ass bad bitches were just sprinting down the street in our high heels downhill in a random ass direction towards the strip clubs and towards the karaoke lounge that she was thinking of, and just like giggling and laughing and smiling and having a great time. And it felt so beautiful to just feel like, oh look, this is what I want out of girl friendships and that I haven't had in so long, because I'm tired of female competition. I'm tired of feeling like I can never bond with women the same way I do with men. I'm tired of feeling like I have to like objectify myself or other women. Sometimes you just want to embrace that you can just be girls with other women. And in that moment, with my headscarf flying in the wind and my legs shiny as fuck, just just fucking popping down the street in my high heels with the sounds of like fucking five other girls laughing and giggling with me as we like weaved in between people and fucking recycling bins and all that. That was a beautiful, wholesome moment, and I loved it so much. It would have been nice if it lasted longer, but it's okay. God bless. It was lovely. God bless. Also, outside of Bow Bows, this random hot girl said, "You're very sexy. Do you want a sip of my drink? It's a tequila soda or something." And I said I didn't want it and that I wanted a shot of bourbon, but he got me a green tea shot, and I guess it's like the same as a tequila soda. And I drank it, and it was really good. It tasted just like some sort of interesting sour apple concoction. I liked it. But yeah, that shit was interesting. It was a great time. And I had a wonderful time. And yeah, I feel it's like an interesting day. It was very interesting. Anyway, and also it's just fun that it's like, okay, the nigga who wanted me before looked at me like he still very much wanted the fuck out of me now. And even though I was terrible at pool, he still thought, damn, that's Tam with the amazing fucking tits, and they somehow got bigger. And they did. I went from a 34D to a 36 double D. God bless. And then on top of that, like, I don't know, it was just like I looked beautiful and felt beautiful and got to feel like male companionship in a platonic friendly sense. I got to feel female companionship. I got flirted with by women. I got flirted with by men. I got amazing opportunities under my belt. I've got to mention that twice on Moscow Mules. I found amazing venues that would be down to host events I run, and it feels great. And I'm just super happy. And it's a blessing to be alive. And I'm glad that tonight didn't have any excessive drama and that it was just like, look, I get to hang out with a bunch of people and smile and laugh without any anxiety or wallflower syndrome. I just got to smile, shake my titties, joke around, and laugh and have a sweet time. God bless and amen. Thanks so much. Bye.